Hello, I'm Dr. Garret Castleberry. I am an associate professor and the program director of the Communication, Media, and Ethics degree at Mid-America Christian University. I also serve as the chair of the Adult School of Arts and Sciences for the College of Adult and Graduate Studies. I am here to initiate information about our upcoming course, Fundamentals of Public Speaking. We're going to look at some ideas related to our syllabus, right? And that introductory information that helps us understand the course beforehand and establish some guidelines and provide that list of expectations. Those expectations are not only helpful from an instructor standpoint, but it's helpful, if not essential, for students to understand what they are undertaking. And so this is part of a series of video shorts that I will produce, and it's a part of a larger project that I'm working on. I'm referring to working title as a digital video syllabus. All right, and so we have some syllabi videos that we'll work through. Well, let's jump into what is this, of course, what is this course about, and what are we looking at achieving in a class like public speaking? All right, in a public speaking, it typically has a narrowly defined perception on our part when we think about the act of public speaking. Maybe you envision someone getting up in front of, say, a microphone at a podium and engaging a mass audience. Perhaps it's in an auditorium, maybe a conference space, or maybe it's one of those indoor gyms or maybe outdoor arenas, and the audio has a terrible echo, and the further away you are, the less clearly you can hear the speaker, and that's a very narrowly defined understanding of public speaking. And our goal, one of our foremost goals, is to help break that understanding and explode the possibilities of what we can achieve through public speaking. And the first thing I might do to help expand that notion is to give it an additional complementary term. So let's broaden talking about public speaking, quote unquote, to really talking about public communication. And once again, let's also shift our understanding of where public communication takes place. And public communication can take place in any number of opportunities that we engage in at various points in life. No doubt growing up, you had guest speakers perhaps come and talk to you, whether it's at school or at a camp or in some type of group capacity. Perhaps you were a part of a youth group, right? Or a local congregation. And so you are used to taking in information from public communicators. And our goal is to help everyone improve at a personal level. There is no expectation that each of you should feel added pressure, that is to say, that you are to assume some enormous role that requires public speaking on a regular basis. For the large majority of us, that is simply not the case. But it doesn't mean that our communication skills aren't important. And thus, we are going to tackle those in this class. All right, so public speaking, public communication. And I think one of the most helpful things we can do early on is kind of break down those myths about public speaking that perhaps we use to put up barriers and maybe say no more often than we have to. Ultimately, I'm here as a guide to help guide us through course content, through exercises, a facilitator of information, hopefully some wisdom, some practical knowledge, because what are we interested in for you? We are interested in professional development, all right, in the area of public communication. So we have some primary emphases in this course, and that is, I will read those from the course syllabus that you will have access to throughout the semester on D2L. in the content page. First of all, selecting, researching, and supporting speech topics. Second, constructing and organizing speeches. Third, nonverbal and paralinguistic speech delivery skills. And finally, an enhanced ability and understanding to be able to critique others' speeches. If those sound very straightforward in terms of some objectives and goals and activities, it's because it is. There will be a bit of repetition, but hopefully we'll come to appreciate that it's the healthy kind of repetition and not the kind that feels too much like a chore. Although we also want to understand that chores and labor are good for us, and they build a quality work ethic. And so those are our learning objectives in our public speaking section, and I will be back with the next part of our series to go into some additional details about this course. Thank you.